talk about today. And so I'll pass to Richard. Let him proceed to begin with us.
Yeah, hello everyone. It's nice to see you join our live stream on Techtalk by Sunbit today. Uh, from today, we will discuss about the main topic today is Bitcoin mining difficulty hit a record of 17.3 trillion. This is the difficult, not the currency, something like that. So let me follow up with the article. Okay. Just for 2 months after Bitcoin halving event on May, the hash rate of the difficult is going down and now it's hit the all-time new record. It's go higher. We all can see the photo here is illustrates the miner. They trying to do the mining Bitcoin, and based on the analytics, they say that the difficulty of when do mining Bitcoin is hit the 17.3 trillion on the July 13. Despite of the lack of recent significant Bitcoin, the price action. Yeah, this is more positive news for the investor concerned about the previous drop in the hash rate and difficulty after May 34 halving event. We all can know that after the halving, the price of the Bitcoin is a deep down. It's maybe a lot of factor that affect the Bitcoin price. And now the miner they do push on more mining machine to want to earn more Bitcoin. Is the article highlight today. It say about the upward of the difficulty adjustment 14.95% from last month. Yeah, we can see the keeping Bitcoin ticking along at one block per 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, there's one new block will come out. And with the new block come out, it will share to all of the miner in the pool. Yeah, that's why the difficulty when do the mining is increasing. Now it's hit the record of it's very hard to do the mining of Bitcoin these days. As I know, last 5 years when I tried to do the Bitcoin with only one mining rig about one T, and I can earn one Bitcoin for 1 month. And now it's so hard for me to earn with that amount. So now one Bitcoin I may earn only 0.01 BTC for 1 month. Yeah. 5 years following the launch of the ETX in 2015, and the future of the blockchain may lay in the DeFi and USDT, according to the industry experts. Yes, we all can see now a lot of industry about the DeFi, about the decentralized finance, and based on the USDT. Yes, now the article is only just information for us to discuss, for us to know about how hard to mine the new Bitcoin nowadays. Yes, Mr. Nicholas.
So perhaps some of the some of our listeners may be quite new to this cryptocurrency, may be quite new to mining, may be quite new to Bitcoin. So earlier on in the article, it mentioned something about taking 10 minutes per block. So maybe Richard, you might want to explain a little bit to give them a perspective. 10 minutes per block, is it fast or is it slower than before?
10 minutes per block is standard. That means it is not fast or it's not slow. That's the default. Standard default. Yeah, default 10 minutes per block. It's has been it's from the beginning of the blockchain, they have set the default time per block is 10 minutes per block. Yeah, with the transaction, we go into the transaction. Yeah, it's not so fast and it's also not so slow. It's acceptable.
Yeah. So now that the difficulty is hitting a record high of 17.3 trillion. So maybe some of the listeners might be wondering what it is 17.3 trillion thing. It's definitely not 17.3 trillion dollars. I mean, if it is, it'll be wonderful. But yeah, so can you explain to them this 17.3 trillion? What is it? Is what kind of number is it? It's just a difficulty level, or it is a certain kind of rate of speed or something like that?
The difficulty is the example when you doing the mathematics. The teacher will give you the question for all the minor. If who can give the answer as soon as possible will receive the reward. Yeah. So that's why the more minor, the more difficulty of the mathematics.
So in other words, there are more minors in the
minors.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
So imagine everyone jump in to mine something, and then it'll be more difficult to dig out something.
Right. Yeah, that's correct.
Pretty much just like gold mine. If everyone goes to the same gold mine, and then originally, if you are the only one mining the gold will all be yours. But now everyone is there mining, so your chance of getting the gold is really getting
lower.
lesser. It's a probability thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Since the blockchain is using mathematics calculations, so a lot goes into this thing called probability, I believe. Right.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's us go to the next article. Next article is about please hold on. Next article.
Is that a Korean one or is?
Yeah, there are so many articles this time.
The crypto gain tax.
Yeah. Okay, I saw you to you this article about the South Korean could issue a crypto capital gains tax as high as 20%. We may know that South Korea is one of the country that a lot of crypto nerds there, and they earn, they mine, they do a lot of things in crypto, and now the government in South Korea they add the tax in the crypto. Okay, let's find out what the article say about. They say South Korean private sector member recently discussed a crypto-related taxation bill meant to establish a capital gains tax for the cryptocurrency. Yeah, cryptocurrency could be considered as a goods. Yeah, that's why they charge at the tax, not this good, not the currency. Propose amendment to existing law also plan to classify the cryptocurrency as a good rather than a currency. The lawmaker has established that a virtual asset can be considered as an electronic certificate of an economic value that can be traced electronically. However, when the transactions are for sale purpose, it could be viewed as an asset. That's why it's received a tax, and the government, the South Korean government, they charge the taxes around 20%. Until now, the virtual asset have been recognized only as a function.
Have they started charging tax?
as I can see, the article.
I think it was just a plan, right?
Let's see. Good issue. This
Yeah, they
mean
could issue,
good issue.
which
Good issue means it's a
means
plan.
it's not yet. They have not yet started to charge or issue this tax bill thing. So if it is happening, if it were to happen, then perhaps it could be 20%. Wow, that's really high.
Yeah, it's
20%.
really high. Okay, so let me say hello to our new audience joining our live stream today. Hello, Mr. Hai
Hello.
Món Vlog. Hello, Mr. Niềm vui và cuộc sống PT. Okay, let's continue with our another article. Yet 10 hours ago, I found out the article about the crypto scam. This is a new high in 2020. Yeah, it's also interesting. Okay, let's see. Yeah, based on the analysis, the crypto scam skyrocketing in 2020 compared to the statistic from 2017. Yeah, we all can see here is a bad guy. He carrying out the Bitcoin back. Yeah, inside is something he had been stolen. He has stolen. Blockchain tracking and analytic platform Well Alice. We all can know the Well Alice on the Telegram. Revealed us over the past 4 years, scammer has stolen. Yeah, Well Alice. If you search on the Telegram, you may get the Well Alice Well Alice bot. So it's all the transaction of the Bitcoin and all the cryptocurrency come in and come out. Revealed that over the past 4 years, scammer have stolen over 38 million worth of Bitcoin, and the new high could be reached at the end of 2020. Yeah, I don't know. Let me continue with the article, because when I see on the screen, it's not so the article large. It's so the small in the detail. I don't know how to adjust it on. Maybe Mr. Nicholas, you try to click on the big screen.
You click. Screen?
You click on my. You press a number 1 or number 0. Let me see on your keyboard. Yeah, thank you,
1
Mr.
or 0.
Hai Món Vlog.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, never mind. Let me keep continue, because when I see the live stream, on the live stream screening, it show up the. It just show up the small screen. Let me share you the.
I can see you on a big.
Yeah, I know. Let me share. Wait for. You can see the live stream screen here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because what the people can see, he will see look like here, look like this. That's why when I see the article, what we see is very small, so it's may hard for people can focus on the screen. Okay, so let me continue to share the screen about the article. Okay, screen article where yes. Okay, the new high could be reached. Let's see how what the people will have a look on the screen now.
I don't have the link, so.
Okay. Okay, never mind. I will. Oh, you don't have a link of the YouTube. I
Yeah.
send to you. Okay. Okay, now we all can see the article link and article. Okay, new haze. The well Alice. They say that with the rely on the data from the crypto scam tracking site, Scam Alert suggests that the popularity of the dozen difficult style of scam have been on the rise. Some of these include a giveaway, sextortion, fake exchange, fake ICO, Bitcoin recovery, video scam, fake tumblers, and malware. In 2017, scammers stole roughly 5 million in the Bitcoin from the unsuspecting victim. In the first quarter of 2020, users had nearly 5x that amount stolen for a total of the 24 million. The Well Atlas study the forecast that this figure could rise as high as 50 million by the end of this year. Celebrity impersonation scam dominate, where Alice make a case study on a number of well-known incidents. One of the most popular in which the scammer impersonated Elon Musk make over 100 and
They impersonate
130.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, it means that they use Elon Musk image to do the scam, to make the scam.
Wow, not bad, huh?
Yeah,
They impersonate Elon Musk and then they make 130,000 in a single
in a
day.
single day. Yeah. The fact exchange are also one of the leading subgenres in the world of successful crypto scam. One
Yeah.
such website ranked over 1.5 million in 2020 alone. According to the report, that particular site remains active. Well, Alice also commented the change in the method and the increase in the quality and scale suggest that entire professional team are now behind some of the most successful ones, and it's also a matter of the time before they start using deepfake. You remember they use a deepfake technique that usually revolutionize the scam market.
I received a message the other day through Telegram. So basically, let me try to find. I'm not sure whether it's in this phone, the screenshot. So basically, what this person is, what this person was trying to do is that they just any project owner, any project team, they just approach and say, hey, hi, we have this service, we want to see how we can help you with we want to see how we can help you with increasing your activities and things like that. So one of the account, I'm not going to read his name, in his own bio he says, if you contact me or private message me out of the blue, I will deem you as a scammer, so I will delete you. So he's actually doing the same thing to me. He found me from out of the sea of people, and then he tried to message me and say, hey, we have this service and we want to help you. So I took a couple of days to reply him. Initially, I replied him straight away. Of course, he started to talk about his company, this link and that link. So I decided to wait and test him and see how he reply next. So after a while, he replied back. He sent a message and said, hey, you are not interested in doing business. I wish you will fail. I hope your business fail. This is obviously a scammer, right?
Yeah.
No real businessman, genuine one who come to you want to offer you a service, and then after that come and curse you and So scammers are everywhere, and they adopt different attitude towards the people that they are trying to scam. So you have to be careful. You guys, you have to be careful. If you have a project, if you have a crypto project and things like that, just be careful and be smart. Otherwise, and try to test them, because one thing is there are so many users on Telegram and trying to impersonate somebody. Just like this article that you just shared, somebody impersonated the most famous guy from from SpaceX and tried to, and I think they successfully cheated 130,000 in a single day, right? Yeah. So this is a dangerous thing. I mean, digital currency is a good thing. Crypto is a good thing, but there are always people trying to do funny things with that. It is not because crypto is a bad thing. Crypto is a good thing. So if you are going to say, hey, because there are people trying to use this to scam my money, then crypto is a bad thing. No. Then can I say that gold is a bad thing too? There are people using gold to scam money from people too. It happens all the time. Yeah. And then there are people using real estate deals to scam people as well. So does it mean that real estate is bad? No. So we as a general public user, crypto enthusiast, you as a general public, when you meet this kind of people, it's always good to do your due diligence, get them to send you as much information as possible, and see how their attitudes towards you is like. Otherwise, after 2 messages, they will start to say, you are not interested in doing deals. I wish you fail again. So that's not a way to do things. Yeah. Yeah. Back to you, Richard.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nicholas, sharing to us about how the scammer doing and what the scammer approaching us through the Telegram. Yeah, we learn a lot of experience while we dealing with that case. Okay, one more thing I want to share to all of us about the news article today. Let me find out what the interesting new articles. Just now we saw a lot of article and listen on. Let me share the screen for what you can have a look. Can share. Yeah. About this article recently, 43 minutes ago, it's in the short explanation itself, we focus on USDT and DeFi. Ethereum is reached the 5 years anniversary. Yeah. Since
USDT.
Since 2015. I still remember when the year 2015, when Ethereum had been born, some of my friends and I shared to my friends, say, hey, the new project Ethereum, you may try to do mining of this. It's very potential. Yeah, and they go to invest some of the mining rigs, and after 3 months or 4 months, the price is go skyrocket in Ethereum. Yeah. And nowadays, Ethereum, they focus on DeFi and USDT, because based on regulation, it's a different country, and in some of the exchange, they also adopt the USDT of the main. That means the main medium. And let's to discuss more detail in the article. Okay, based on the Paulo is the CTO of the Bitfinex and Tester. He says Ethereum blockchain will play a central role in the digital asset ecosystem in the years ahead. Yeah, I hope this is also good news because in the previous article we also sharing about the blockchain gaming. It's also based on Ethereum and it's used the NFT token. Yeah, also based on Ethereum. And Ethereum-based Tether can continue to support and empower growing venture and innovation in the blockchain space. Yeah, I still remember when Vitalik is one of the founder of the Ethereum blockchains. He also said to his community that when the blockchain when the Bitcoins go high, and he tried to approach the Bitcoin team to upgrade about a smart contract in the Bitcoin, but he get the rejection. And after that he go home and doing his own Ethereum blockchains. Yeah. I still remember his story on his own blog, and now his Ethereum blockchain was successful like that. And we hope that the recent shock of the DeFi can translate to more DeFi financing product and project that will truly shape industry development in a centralized manner. Along that, USDT is among the biggest and fastest growing stablecoin in the DeFi, and we will ensure that Tether continue to play an important role in supporting the alternative finance system and remain the reserve currency of the DeFi. Yeah, when we go to the Ethereum blockchain, we may see the USDT token belong that there's a USDT blockchains. When we do the transfer using the USDT token, it's got a fee, but with the USDT blockchain, there's no fee at all. And
sorry, can you repeat that again?
USDT. You can get it.
No fee. The one you mentioned something about no fee.
No fee when do the transfer USDT based on its own blockchain USDT. You
so
may
you transfer Tether.
Yeah.
USDT.
Yeah.
So you mentioned something about there's no fee involved, right?
Yeah, there's no fee involved when you do the transfer. Okay, let me show you this, the USDT Tether USD, right? The token. This is the token, and you can send the USDT ERC20. This ERC20 to the other address. You also need the fee, the transaction fee. But if you go to use the USDT based on its own class. Hello, Mr. Awang TV, join our live stream today. Yeah, this Tether USDT, and they have their own. They spend on their own blockchains. So if you transfer based on this is the USDT Federal, yeah. And there's no fee of the USDT. This they say the gold Tether is also the ERC, but they make as a stable coin. One ounce of a gold equal of the one gold Tether. Yeah.
So this USDT, the Tether, is basically equivalent to one token is equivalent to $1, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just now you mentioned something about the gold thing, 1 ounce of gold. What is it?
Yeah. This is GUSDT, G Tether. Let
Oh, this is another token that you're talking about, right?
yeah, that's right. This is a Tether issue by Go. They issue the Go Tether Go. This is out with this one. Tether Go is
So
correct.
now you're no longer talking about USDT, but you're now talking about what this gold tether thing.
I share about the
FA.
same company. They did this one.
From the same company, they are
This,
creating another token.
yeah, it's a
Right, right.
same. It's a Go Tether. This one. It means that it's a cryptocurrency happy. It's a stable coin. For it look like some of the company they make this coin. They say it's having backed by the gold or it's having backed by the USD. Yeah, the Tether company they do like that. Example, if you want to trade a gold, you can go to Binance, you buy this kind of coin. They say a gold tether, they follow up with the gold price. Yeah, that is the thing like this, and it's having trade on the Bitfinex. You can see here, the Bitfinex and the tether they have the link together. Yeah, they
Yeah, just not too long ago, they have some funny news about them, right?
yeah, that's right. So
Yeah,
as I know that they issue their own stable coin or stable token to let the other people to do the trading. Yeah, of course, most of the exchange they want their own stable asset.
yeah,
The same with the Binance, they
yeah,
also launching the
yeah.
BUSD. Binance they also launching their own stablecoin they call BUSD. So people they can choose to get the BUSD with the value equal the same with the USD. Yeah. So Binance they also don't want to get involved much in the USDT. Yeah. That is the thing like that, and now the Tether they want to invest in the Ethereum 2.0. Yeah, we all can see if you can know the My Ether wallet, you can go and create your own crypto wallet. Yeah, and this say about the ETH 2.0 updated would change the definition of the blockchain technology by the create a secure and sustainable system capable of competing with a centralized scaling solution.
Mm.
Yeah, and according to the Reddit, AMA also say something about that. Vitalik Buterin also say on it said that November 2020 the release date. Yeah, it will coming soon. Also, the best-selling author Robert Kiyosaki say he still invests in the gold, silver, and Bitcoin because he doesn't trust the U.S. government.
I
Yeah,
think this guy. I think this guy. He all the while he was doing all his investment, he has a his own set of thinking, own set of rules that made him what he is today. Yeah, I think it's natural to hear him say that he doesn't trust the U.S. government. So,
yeah,
but this guy, he's interesting guy. So he wrote this book called "Rich Dad Poor Dad." If you have not
yeah,
read the book,
that's right.
I suggest you read it. Take a copy of the book and read it, and you'll find some interesting thoughts and ideas that he put into the book. So yeah, I have a book. Where's my book? Oh, my book is somewhere,
Yeah,
somewhere there, kept
yeah,
there. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So maybe it's there. Maybe it's on a shelf. I'm not too sure.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, so that's a good update from you, Richard. Thanks for all the update. So this morning I was just looking at some articles. I come across this. Okay, Previously, I had been talking about technology and how technology is helping us and things like that. So let me share my screen with you a little bit in a while.
Okay.
So we have talked about blockchain. We have talked about artificial intelligence. We have talked about Internet of Things, AR, VR, CCC, and then there's this thing that's called intelligent apps, I apps they call it. So of course, over the course of our video, our our live, our YouTube video. So some of these things have been covered already, but intelligent apps is something that I have yet to actually go in and talk a little bit about it. So
Yeah.
let me go forward with that. So what are intelligent apps? They are basically apps that acquires real-time information. Like for example, you go to your Google Play Store, you have to, if you want to buy something, you have to click. You allow Google Play Store to have your this information, that information, everything. Yeah. So when you go and into some apps, they will ask you whether you allow them to use your but certain particulars for their information. So these are data that the apps use to track you what, track you in what
Mm.
way. So track you uh, in terms of your behavior, your behavior style. So, for example, if you go to a website or you go to Facebook, yeah, Facebook is a very good example. You go to Facebook
Yeah.
and then you start to surf this. Let's say, for example, you start to look at electronic items, all right? So they have this algorithm that can recognize the fact that you are actually looking at electronic items. So when they
Yeah.
push advertisement to you, they push all the electronic items related uh, products
Yes,
and
correct.
show it to your screen. Yeah. So same thing with Shopee. uh, not just Shopee, it's any other e-commerce. Same thing.
Yeah.
When you click, I allow you to have my information, la 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 la. So they watch what kind of products you are surfing, you are looking at, and then they try to push a similar product, and basically that's how things work. Uh,
Yeah.
it is very much like in a conventional real life setting where if you go to a shopping center, you go to a departmental store, you look at a piece of a pair of jeans, right? So this
Yeah.
jeans is blue color, and then the sales girl see that, oh, you are looking at blue color jeans. You know, I have this another type of jeans, different design, but it's also blue color. Do you like it? It's the same thing. Like this intelligent app, they know that you are looking at this similar thing, so they suggest to you something similar,
Yeah.
same concept. Yeah. So this is the world we live in. These are the things that are in the market. Yeah. So these algorithms, they use explicit data, information given directly by the user, you,
Yeah.
and also implicit data, the way you serve things, the kind of information you serve, right?
Yeah.
So when they recognize, pick up these signals, they send you the
The relevant
relevant
product.
advertisement, relevant other products to you. If you are looking at a Mercedes car, they know that you are looking at car. They say, why not you look at BMW as well? Why not you look at uh, this other car as well? But if you are looking at Lamborghini, you know,
Yeah.
then they will say, hey, why not you look at Ferrari as well? Why not you look at McLaren as well? Why not you look at Koenigsegg or Bugatti? You know, so
Yeah.
so algorithms, they identify the patterns from the data that you give them, from the data that they can see from what you do, and then they use this to build a store of knowledge that they'll facilitate and predict what you want,
yeah,
and so that they can help you to spend money, help you to make the decision to really spend the money there. Yeah.
yeah. That's
So
right. It's correct. Uh,
yeah, so interesting.
because but with your story, I see that when I use the Facebook and of course, I don't know why the Facebook know my relevant search, know my history
Yeah.
related to example when I do the search on how to make the cake, and it also show some relevant article on news related to how to make a cake to us. Yeah, it's
Yes.
that's the intelligent app nowadays. And last last Sunday when I go around for shopping, I also see in Singapore they also apply some new kind of security uh, to to um, to help the people against the COVID because now the human if they go alone it's not good for them, so they use the robot as the security officer. Let me
Ah,
share to
yes.
all. Let me
Oh, is
share
that
to
the
all
picture
of
that we can
you the
find? Let
picture
me find
about
the
this.
picture.
Yeah,
You carry
here's
on.
here's the picture of the security officer. We all can have a look here. So I hope you can see that. Yeah, this
Ah,
robot
yes. Yeah.
is the police robot, and the robot can go around um, to in the robot they have the 360 camera, so the
Yeah. So they
officers
see all the surrounding.
yeah, yeah, that's right, they see all the surrounding, and the robot can walk around in the shopping mall. There's a variety of robots. Here's the police robot. It's based on the CNA news nowadays.
Yeah.
And I see the robot in the the robot in the railway set is different. There's no wheel like this. It's they. I think it's not the
Maybe this is a newer version that has four
new
wheels.
version. Yeah, maybe that's a new version. We also can see the cleaning robots. Is in the
Yeah.
robot do the
Remember
cleaning.
during COVID there is this yellow color robot dog that goes to the park and tell people, please keep your safe distancing, la
Yeah,
la la, etc.
please keep
Yeah.
the
So
safe distance, and
yeah, that's
then
interesting.
yeah, it's very really interesting. Uh, this is a robot that can go around to 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 tell the people to keep a distance, the safe distance here. And I also go to the bank. The bank there's a robot in the DBS bank. It look like this robot, and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
all
yeah.
can ask what the banking service we want. And in the easy one, there's a hotel. They running by the robot too. Um, Yotel. The name is a Yotel.
Yotel, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yotel. Let me go to Google search Yotel.
Uh,
Yotel. Yeah.
while Richard is doing the searching, this is a robot dog that we are talking about for the COVID when people are jogging in the park, when people are gathering in the park, the robot will go around and say, uh,
Oh,
"Please keep your safe distancing or whatever." Yeah,
oh. It's look like the animal, and
yeah,
I also can see this kind of robot is very nice. And if you kick the robot, it can stand up.
yeah. You see there is video cameras at the front instead of a head. There's a video camera. It's quite interesting. Wait, what happened to Richard? Suddenly he's not talking. Suddenly he is stationary. Yeah. But anyway, this is the robot that we have in our East Coast Park, I believe. Yeah.
I hear you say, suddenly I did not talking. I think my my
Yeah.
network is unstable and I keep refreshing and now I'm back again. Yeah,
Welcome back.
yeah. Okay, so let me continue with some of the
Yeah.
news
Sure. Go ahead.
to where we with the news. Okay, so just now I shared to you about the hotel is robots. The hotel operated by the robot in Orchard Road is very
Mm.
small. The hotel is very small. Okay? It's in the heart of Orchard.
I've
Oh,
seen this hotel. Cannot remember where it is though. Somewhere in
it's
Orchard. Yeah. It's at the back of
it's near
Orchard.
it's near
Yeah,
it's
correct.
near it's behind the Saw House.
Yeah, correct. That's where it
Yeah,
is.
it's behind the Saw House. It's very small hotel. It's really small,
Mm.
but
But the
everything
location is really good.
yeah everything operated by robot. When you ask for something, the tower or some equipment, the robot will bring to your room, not a
Really?
human. Yeah,
So you
that's a
if you ask for room service, you want a piece of towel or whatever, the robot
yeah
will bring to your room and knock
yeah
door and say, "Hey, your
yeah.
towel is here."
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
Is
that's
there
interesting.
any photo about the
That's
robot? Can we?
that is technology for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I believe I believe hotels in Singapore can use more of these kind of robots. Yeah. Then you don't have to tip the robot.
yeah. But but the robot can do anything for us, but not totally exactly 100%.
Not
We
100%
all
definitely.
we also can rely on the human
We you,
Yeah,
the hotel will still need human being to welcome people. Otherwise, yeah, I don't want to go to the hotel that has nobody there. I want to go to the hotel that where there are people there to welcome me. Really, but this robot thing that is going to bring the towel to me, I think that's fine. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, let me continue with the article. We talking about the hotel, the robot, and now we come back to uh, some. We will do one or two more article, and we sum up what we have discussed for all today. This was a nice news. We may expect really back into the second wave. Yeah, this is also a nice article. Which article, Mr. Nicholas, think we need to share?
Ah,
One to
I
share
will,
to people.
uh, so
I intend to choose this one.
just go in and take a look at it. What we are still we
Okay,
can't really reach into second wave.
this
So the
last year is from
I think
yesterday.
from yesterday. So
Yeah, from
I
yesterday,
think
July.
this article, the main question here is, will there be a second wave? But let me think. Maybe because there are a little bit of some scary news from China now that they
Yeah,
say there is another, I don't know, another kind of stronger virus. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so maybe there could be a second wave. But if there is a second wave, then maybe like what this article say,
based
that
on the CEO Stormgain, crypto trading exchange platform, said that nowadays we see the color, we see the
correlation
correlation of the
correlation
Bitcoin
with
price
Bitcoin
with
price.
the
Yes.
SP 500 of 66%. But we have to consider that it's a bull market. If or when the price of the traditional asset like the stock drop down because of second wave of COVID-19, investor will be more active using
Can you
protect
go?
asset.
Can you go
Yeah.
into reading view for this one?
Reading view. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now the words are bigger. Yeah.
Just now was
Yeah. Just there. Just there.
yeah,
Just scroll up a
today.
little bit.
Yeah, now
Before
they
reading
okay,
about
okay,
Bitcoin.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes, correct. Because CNET accept have an asset particular because easier for consumer to accept than the traditional financial instrument. No minimum investment amount, no rule on accredited investor, and English available of exchange service. Yeah, it's true. It's correct. This thing. Also, it's also say about the NFT token, non-fungible fungible token here,
Fungible tokens.
and decentralized finance, DeFi. Yeah, and
I believe what people need to know is that in general, when you have this pandemic hitting you,
yeah,
let's not even talk about one first wave, two waves, second wave, third wave, fourth wave. Just a single word pandemic means people have to be locked down at home. People people are unable to go out of the house. I remember during our version of lockdown. We call it circuit breaker here in Singapore. Don't
yeah,
ask me why. All right. So we call it a circuit breaker. Our government say that it's just like a electric your home electric circuit. There's this circuit breaker, so it can isolate. Some power from this side and to be cut off this side. The rest of the
yeah,
room is still okay. Yeah. So that is our lockdown for you. So I remember during our lockdown, I of course now I use there's this PayNow, our bank, that this app that you can transfer money easily just through
yeah.
your phone. Just fill in your PIN number and then you can send money to your
Yes,
friend.
correct.
So it makes things a lot easier.
Yeah,
So the thing is, um, when it come to talk about a pandemic, come to talk about being unable to go out of your house, people are getting an opportunity to get to know crypto, really.
yeah,
Yeah, people start to read about cryptos. People start to get into this crypto thing. Hey, can this thing really make money for me since I'm out of work or whatever? So imagine over here in Singapore, it's very real. Um, uh, if there is nobody, or rather, if people are not going to office to work, they are working from home. Guess what? The taxi drivers have no passengers. The
yeah,
Grab driver have no passengers.
yeah,
So what do? They turn to food delivery.
yeah,
Yeah. So how many of them can actually turn to food delivery? Yeah. Um, so the whole idea here is that people's income are being affected. So when people's income are being affected, they look for ways to try to make money. And so when they come to look at this crypto, hey, it's a good thing. Can I make money from it? Can I buy Bitcoin and hold and hope the price go up? That kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah. So this is, I believe, some of the content of this article is trying to tell us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Back to you.
and in the end of the article, CEO of the Binance, Chang Yao, he said that the pandemic has changed the world as we know it. It will never be the same again. And in
Yeah.
this new world, we believe crypto will play an ever increasing role. Yeah,
Yes, it will play it will play an increasing role in people's life. So for me, I think I believe I shared with you guys one or two videos ago.
yeah,
In the last 2 3 months, I spent more money shopping online
yeah,
than the amount of money I spent the whole of last year. Like because
Oh,
yeah, of this lockdown, you're at home and you just look at e-commerce platform, look for some item and you just click buy, you purchase, yes, check out, and that's how you spend so much money. So crypto will basically change how people do shopping in future as well, because if you are able to uh, go into this crypto currency thing, and then it help you to save money. Why not? I can
yeah.
actually buy my whatever online using crypto. Yeah.
I agree with you. When you have some crypto or some asset in your bank account, you will go to the you will go to the e-commerce and you feel it's very easy to buy and purchase any product. Yeah,
Yeah. But so it's a psychology thing. If I go
yeah,
to a shop, I look at something that's $30.
yeah,
I may not feel like I want to buy it because it is $30. So,
yeah,
but when I sit in front of the computer, oh, $30 looks cheap to me.
yeah. That's right. It's
Yeah,
correct.
it's a trap.
Uh, I also have some of nice article. I think I could share to you more than two nice article. It's recently just a few minutes ago. The robot Peter
Yeah.
Schiff learned a Bitcoin holder won't sell at any price. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, correct.
we may say he's one of the millionaire and he's the holder of the Bitcoin and he's he said that oh, the whales. So what is the article of this article here? But
Can you go into
when I try to click here, it's oh yeah
so
yeah yeah
then you just use the normal view,
yeah
because sometimes this reading mode has some can't recognize the article.
yeah.
So
Okay
you click
okay.
back to the normal view.
But now it's in the reading mode. The one box almost
But
sixty
is the
percent.
content the same? It's a
Yeah, the
different
content.
content, right? It's a
It's the same content. Yeah,
same content. Okay.
it's okay. Content is about almost
Almost
60.
60% say they were hodl.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
right. That means they hold nowadays they hold a lot of Bitcoin and they will not sell at any price. And I'm
Wow.
taking it to the grave. It means
Taking
that he will hold the Bitcoin until he dies. Yeah,
Then why
yeah,
hold Bitcoin in the first place?
yeah. With
If you're
18
gonna
hours
hold it
left
till
to
the day
the
you
customer.
die,
Yeah,
yeah,
this wish for the Bitcoin holder. Yeah, it's
yeah.
and he says how much longer does supply Bitcoin have to stay below 10,000 before you throw the tower and sell it? Yeah, it is true. And
It is true. It
this
is true.
this the vote on his Twitter. He says the voting for people who yeah
57 57.8% saying I'm taking it to the grid. That means they are going to
yeah
hold for the rest of their life. They are not going to sell at all. No, that's nonsense.
yeah
Yeah, if you
it's
don't sell, then there's no value in what you hold at all.
yeah
Right? Yeah.
but this vote is based on 13,000 people
Yeah,
70
of course,
hours
of
yeah
course.
yeah
So if
it's
uh don't even talk about 57%. Let's just talk about maybe 40% of the world population. Okay, 40% of the cryptocurrency population in the world say they are going to hold it until the day you die, then I think these guys are not thinking at all, because at the end of the day, you spend that kind of money to buy this coin and then you're going to hold. Then what are you going to give to somebody, or what are you going to give to your children or your grandchildren? By then, I don't know. Technology moves so fast that by the next generation, don't even talk about the next generation, by the in probably 10-15 years time, there will be another type of cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin could be irrelevant by then. You never
yeah
know. There's a possibility it might happen that way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice information about some of the Bitcoin holder. The last article I want to share all of you about the woman nowadays they holding more Bitcoin. Oh, just now I can't see it again. So where's the article?
It
Yeah,
doesn't want you to see it run away from you.
yeah. Uh, here's around here. So many nice articles. Let me find. Oh,
Is that
about
the
sick.
one?
The news
Brexit
about
is a
the
crypto case
about
study.
sick. You want about sick. Okay. If there's no, so here we can have a look up the basic at the crypto base. We all can see the basic at Britain is
Britain,
sit.
Britain, is Britain
Yeah,
going into CBDC?
yeah. Contemporary is CBDC because if Britain still in Europe Union, they
You left
is
already.
yeah it's unfair
Uh,
for it. So they looking for its own CBDC, considering the issuance of CBDC.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, this photo here is a woman looking something. Yeah, behind
Yeah.
him with a shield, with a crypto shield. This in Britain, the Bank of England discovering considering issuance of the CBDC according to government. Yeah,
Mm.
and BOE Bank of England say that we are looking at the question of should we create the Bank of England digital currency. We will go on looking at it and does have a huge implications on the nature of the payment and society. I think it's a few years time we will be heading towards some sort of digital currency. Yeah,
Um, Maybe I want to tell them, yeah, you should go into this digital currency thing because at the end of the day, um, digital currency offers you speed in transaction. Yeah, of course, you have to do any countries they'll have to do their own duty, and they have to make sure that their cryptocurrency is their digital currency rather, because usually CBDCs usually different country governments they will want to use digital currency tokens instead of cryptocurrency, right? Instead of
yeah,
those mineable one. Yeah. So of course, it will allow very swift, very quick transaction. Um, Most importantly is the central banks. They just need to ensure the security. Just make sure that you know as if Singapore, I just wish Singapore. I'm not quite sure. Is Singapore doing CBDC as well? I hope so. Yeah.
I hope
So
so, but still
so
considering.
so imagine MAS, monetary. Okay, in Singapore, our central bank is called MAS, the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Yeah. So if MAS is going to issue CBDC, then I hope that they really do a very good security thing to prevent hackers, to prevent anything from being hacked, because some of the exchange has faced just now earlier on we are talking about exchange making laws and things like that. Yeah, also in the past you see big exchanges making millions and millions of dollars worth of loss in terms of cryptocurrency theft. Yeah. So the security thing is a vital thing. As long as that is being done, that is being taken care of, I think uh, digital currency should be the way to go for everyone, because I can, you, me, everyone can just use a phone and da 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 da. Of course, you're saying, well, now banks are using that. Well, of course, banks are using a digital form. digital app to transfer real money instead of digital money. So I believe, yeah, I think they're going into this token thing as well. So MES, BOK, BOE, yeah. Hopefully you guys do the same thing too. Yeah.
So if you share about the MAS, I remember normally when we go to any shopping mall in Singapore, we need to use the application to scan to check in and check out.
Yes.
But in MAS, you need to use your IC card.
Yeah.
There's no application. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so next, the last part of the live stream today, we will discuss about the price, Bitcoin price analytic.
Yeah. What's the
Yeah,
price now?
yeah. Let me go to the trading view. During our discussion, we can have a look at the trading view. During the discussion, we may see the price of Bitcoin now is around is little bit down, go down a little bit. Let me go to SBT. SBT. Okay, SBT US dollar. Yeah, I go to this one.
Oh, it's dipping down, huh? Now, wow. All right. Today is what? Today is 14. Today is 14. Yeah.
Yeah,
So now it's hitting like what? 9,001.
yeah. The price now we all can see on the street is 9,179.
Just few days ago, it was 9,000. It was on high side, right? A few days ago.
Yeah, few days ago. It's I think
Last week we had that video, right? Last week it was 9,004, 9,005, something like that.
yeah
Yeah.
9,004 last week. Now it's on the selling change. This is a shock. It's shocking the price. The price not going.
9177.
Yeah, and let's have a look on the price now. I think it's maybe go down. It's go sideways and from now. Now today is Tuesday, right? I hope
Tuesday.
it's
Tuesday. Yeah.
I hope it will uptrend. Let me see uptrend on the Thursday or somewhere.
I think you should scroll out, zoom out, and do another line instead of this micro view. So the bigger one, yes. So from the top of that left side, it seems to be have a downtrend.
Today is 14 here. Here is this. If I draw like this, it will be get the price indicate price of the whole week or the long one. Example, if I turn here, it begin from June 20. If I get it from July, I go from 1st July here. Yeah, and from here, from now, uptrend here. Oh, I go from uptrend here, it's 1st July. Some of analysis he made all the lines. If catch the big of the thing with the slow one, it will make the triangle. It's like the tone way, the YouTube on tone way, and we'll say we estimate the price on 19 July. It should be around 9,200. Yeah, it's
Then I believe that the next 1 week or so it should
it will
fluctuate around
sideways.
9,200.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's a
will go sideways.
9,200 plus minus. Yeah.
So let me try to draw another scenario in the long term. It's so hard to write now. recently this way so hard to write now. If I draw
I don't
like
think
this,
this. I don't think this looks good.
yeah. But let me get the Fibonacci retracement.
What did you
If
click?
auto Fibonacci retracement here, and this will show to us the
Where do you click?
here. FX
Fibonacci
indicates the strategy.
FX strategy. How come? Where's my? I'm on Trading View as well, but I don't see anything. I
Yeah.
don't. Where do I
You
go?
go to the analytic. You go here. You go this.
Analytic T9. Analytic. Where is it?
Hmm?
Analytic.
Yeah. And we can see the retracement is estimate the resistance. The right resistance is 9,400 and the stop loss now is hit the stop loss. You can see all the things hit the stop loss and bouncing back. If it's break through the 9,100, it will deeper. It will drop down to, and the next stop loss is 8,800. Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
interesting in here, and
So
the
maybe
resistance will be here.
perhaps in the next 1 week it might go down to 8,800 maybe.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not
Huh?
sure. I think it's hit the stop loss and it go it go bouncing again to hit the resistance, and if possible it may hit the second level of the resistance 9,600.
Mm.
Yeah, it's depend. It's all depend on the trader. Some of the trade, if you go up at the see the people here do the trading on Ethereum, you can know the Ethereum also have some the buy crypto and the traditional market. You all can try it because if you don't like to trade a crypto, you can go to trade any asset. You can buy the Facebook, you can buy Netflix, you can buy Alibaba here. Yeah. Or
Mm.
you, or if you don't like any company, you can buy a gold and sell oil here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me try. In the future, I may create exchange some of the account here and let's trade with this. Okay, that's all for our share information about the market, crypto market today. The Bitcoin index now is at the selling indicator, and we hope for the next bulling soon,
Yeah.
not now.
Sure.
Okay, Mr. Nicholas, I give you the word to say thanks everyone, and we may end the night stream within three minutes. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, thank you all for joining us. Really good to have you guys join us. Yeah. So uh, anything you want to ask us, anything you want to know outside of what we are talking about, you let us know. Put on a comment or something like that. Yeah. Then we can, of course, Richard. He's always looking at all the things you are reading or all the things you are typing. He's always looking at all the things you are talking about. So let's look forward to great communication with one another, and then look forward to see you all again. Yeah.
Yeah. And okay. Thank you for all of you. And let's wait for Mr. Nicholas. Have have the clap in four, and we will end.
Okay. See you all. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. See you. Okay.